Titan McDonald knows what to do. Airplane emojis in the chat if you guys are ready to get started with today's flights. Yeah. This, my friends, is Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville International Airport by FS Designs on both X-Plane 12 and X-Plane 11. Looking pretty good. We got the homie Captain Lee, one of the developers, in the chat. So if you have any questions about this scenery or any complaints, any problems, don't tell me, tell him. Welcome aboard. What is going on, beautiful, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and welcome back to X-Plane 12. Wow, I almost messed up there. Hope you guys doing well. I am doing pretty good, having a good week so far. Hope you guys having a great week, a blessed week so far. I'm excited for today's flight. We're flying in the Airbus A320neo by Toliss. Oh yeah, but terminal's looking really nice. Titan McDonald, welcome aboard. Arthur Rayron, welcome aboard. Captain Lee, welcome to the stream. Aviation Master is in the chat. What's up? Welcome aboard as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to meet you. HD is in the house. What's up, HD? How you doing, man? I think HD is gonna be loving him some Jacksonville real soon. Arthur, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Who else? We got Spike Flies in the house. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you as well. Tony, welcome aboard, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing swell. Happy day to you. Money is in the house. What is up, bro? Good to see you, man. Always a pleasure to have you hanging out with us today, man. Good to see you guys. You ready to do some flying? Walking through? What up, man? What's good, bro? Oh, yes. So, let's go to our plane. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Bum-bum. Bum-ba-dum-bum. Hold on. I got to get you with the... There we go. There it is. The Toliss A320neo in the Frontier colors. And we're actually rocking my personal favorite Frontier livery. And they have a lot of them. My favorite one is the Wolf. Look at that right there. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. There it is. Yeah. Super dope. I got this one off of flightsim.to. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. No, the description should not say X-Craft because I changed it last minute. We got a tail swap. Our flight with JetBlue today got canceled, so we're flying Frontier. That's airport life for you. Last minute changes. So if it's not changed, I do apologize. I thought I did, but we're flying Frontier A320neo today, not the E190. We'll save that for later. We'll save that for later. Oh, I forgot the ground vehicles. Oh snap! Hold on. I forgot. Thank you for calling it out. Completely forgot. I was so thinking about the airport. I forgot about the other stuff. Where is it at? Is it gonna pop up? Or is it not gonna work because you guys are watching now? Because it worked earlier. There it is. I want the catering vehicle. I want those things. I want that. I want this. I want that, this, and that. Yep, there we go. And the GPU. Drive up. Oh wait, forgot the GPU. And if you have the Toliss A320neo, you're gonna have to go and find the config file to get the jar design to work with it, because by default it doesn't have it. So, where do you get X-Plane 12? Xplane.com or Steam, something like that. Give me a second to get the music turned down. Whatever reason, my OBS does not like X-Plane today, so let me know if you guys are seeing any stuttering, any issues with the stream. Let me know ahead of time so I can get that fixed before we get real busy in our flight. But either way, guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys coming out and checking out Jacksonville for us. Today's flight is going to be Frontier Flights 4869. This is a real-world Frontier flight from Jacksonville to Philadelphia. We're going to Philly today. Looking at about just under a 2-hour flight. Should be nice. Chicken Nuggets, welcome to the stream, man. Sanders, welcome aboard. Ashley, hello, welcome to the stream. You can't get your ground handling to activate. Yeah, I personally couldn't help you with that, man. I know it's a pain to get figured out. I don't know why it's not working right now. Matter of fact, it's so funny. That's what if you guys are ever interested in doing streaming, I'm just saying, you know, you can go and test things and whatnot, but it's not promised that everything is gonna work, because I literally had just loaded X-Plane with all my ground handling and it looks really cool, and now it's like, nah. So it's a good thing Toliss does have its own ground handling, but we're not gonna be using that today. Anyways, into the flight deck. One more thing I want to just shout out to you guys before we get started is starting, what time is it right now? If you're watching live, starting in, what time is it? In about 15 minutes from right now, you can actually start to pre-order a new device for Flight Sim, for both X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Sim, probably P3D, called the Mini FCU. And I can actually show you guys that on the screen just really quickly before we get started. If possible. Is it possible? Is OBS even responding to me today? Are you gonna have, okay, yeah? You wanna work with me today, OBS, or no? OBS will give me all kind of problems today, man. I might not be able to show it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to show it. But anyways, go to minifcu.com and you can look along with me. But basically, it's this thing right here. This little section right here from the speed mock all the way to the vertical speed knob here in Airbus is a new device that's going to be sold now to flight simmers for their public use. And there is currently a 24-hour discount going on for it for $99. I think the full price is $250. It looks sick. There's a new promo video for it. I'm gonna be posting my own video for it after this live stream is over. If I wasn't live streaming, I will be posting that video. But once we finish this live stream, I'll get that video uploaded for you guys to see my first thoughts on it. But yeah, that's coming out. I just want to kind of show you guys that it's really cool. It looks just like the real world FCU section of the Airbus panel. It's gonna look pretty dope, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be pretty sick. All right, let's get this thing fired up. And we're gonna go to the battery 1 and battery 2. Let's go ahead and kill that music, please, because Toliss did a great job on the sound pack for this aircraft, and we haven't flown it in what, a couple months or so. So happy to finally get it going. And yeah, I don't know what the issue is, man. I'm having issue. OBS and X-Plane do not like each other, and they're causing all kind of issues in the background of my PC. So hopefully we don't have any issues going on as we go. All right, so external power. We now have external power. Go ahead and get that. And we'd love to get X-Plane turned up if it will let me. There we go. There we go. Will it work on other planes as well besides Airbus? That is a great question that I do not yet have the answer to. I don't want to say yes because I honestly don't know. But yeah, it's basically this section right here. I don't have it physically yet. I'm hoping to get my hands on it real soon. But right now it is on discount for the first 24 hours for the Kickstarter campaign for $99. So tomorrow the price is going to go up. So if it's something that sounds good to you, maybe check it out. minifcu.com. All right. So we got external power on. We just go get our gears started. Boom, boom, boom. Crew supply, ground control, and we'll get that there and that there. Beautiful. Should we use Pack X today? Let's try it. Let's try to use Pack X today. I like to have the cabin sounds. The interior bug is getting fixed now. The next pre-release version will be available tonight. Sounds good. Thank you for that, Captain Lee. Yeah, these guys worked really hard on the new Jacksonville scenery. It's crazy, man. We've been waiting for a Jacksonville scenery for a very, very long time, so it's good to finally see we're going to get one. All right, so our flight time's going to be at 2 hours. It should be less. It should be like 1 hour 40. We're going to set to 2 hours just for a little extra time there in case. And the rest of that looks good. All right, Pack X is running in the background. You won't see it, you'll just hear it. All right, let's get jump into our MC, whoops. Jump into our MCDU menu, ATSU, AOC menu, and I'm gonna go over to flight initialization and make sure my sim brief is indeed, flight plan has been filed. We are on Vatsim today. No ATC here in Jacksonville currently. So we will, we'll make our own IFR clearance. Yes, flight plan has been filed. Beautiful. Cruising at 39,000 feet. So we'll go ahead and flight initialization, and we'll go ahead and import that. What's going on, Felipe? Welcome to the stream. Good morning to you as well, man. Hope you're doing good. So flight plan data link is in progress. There it is. Flight plan uplink is ready. Let's go ahead and, you know what, why not? Let's grab the departure ATIS. I don't think there is one. So I'm not sure why it's saying that. Oh yeah, we do have an ATIS. Oh, nope, it's not available. That's what I thought. You would have to have ATC on to get that. Let's go back to init, and we'll go to, you see it's already imported everything for us. So cruising 30,000 feet, cost index is 19. Our flight number is technically not that. It's actually 4869, the real world Frontier flight number. And we'll go to IRS initialization, align on the reference, and confirm align. Let's go back to flight plan. Click on KJAX. Departure. What are we looking at today? Runway 08 for departure out of Jacksonville, Florida. And we're expecting the Crosby 2 departure. Transition is Whisper. There we go. Whisper's right there. Insert that. There's a description. Okay, let me change the description because this is not an E-Jet. You're right, I didn't change it. My bad. Alright, we are not in an E-Jet today. Sorry to disappoint you guys. We're in a Dustio Airbus. I think I updated it on Nightbot and I didn't update it on YouTube. So boom, there it is. No one else is gonna come in thinking we're flying an E-Jet. What's up, Adam 1740? Welcome to the stream. Brian Officer, welcome aboard. Yep, thank you very much, Brian Officer. From the website, the following add-ons will be supported during the initial shipment. Toliss, A319, or the whole Airbus family, A319, 21, 20, 340, flight factor 320 on X-Plane 12, the A330, which is pretty cool. Microsoft Flight Sim A320, fly-by-wire A320, the Headwind A330, and the A339, as well as the Jar Design A320. So all those aircraft are supposed to be supported by the Mini FCU hardware device on day one release. Again, I cannot confirm that yet because I do not physically have it. So again, buy at your own risk. But to be honest with you, $99 is a steal for what you get. Backlit lighting, LCD with the correct fonts. It's pretty sick, man.
To place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bins. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be released. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Thank you very much. Chat, what is our flight attendant's name today? I'll let you guys name her name, new phone, who it is. We're doing the RNAV GPS Yankee for Niner Right, by the way, into Philadelphia. That's what I'm trying to look for. RNAV, that's an ILS, that's an ILS. There we go, RNAV Yankee, Niner Right. Is that right? Is that where we're landing, Niner Right? Yeah, Niner Right. Alright, we'll click on that, and I believe the star for us today is going to be the GEMS 4. GEMS 4 via, I think of VSBD, Quebec, Oscar, and then the actual transition is supposed to be ZJ. There we go, and insert. Gabby, Amanda, Elizabeth. These are great names. Mandy. I like these names. Man, I can't decide. Let's see. Gabby, Amanda, Elizabeth. How about she be like a country girl from Alabama who has 2 first names? So she could be like Mandy Elizabeth. Or no, Amanda, no, Gabby Elizabeth. Yeah, those are both. Oh boy. Okay, so we got our arrival in here. Let's go check our flight to make sure everything's good. Let's see. We're still waiting for the IRS, the adheres to align. We have 3 more minutes on that.
We're on your time now.
Okay. You got a little attitude. Amanda Elizabeth. What do we call her?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 4869.
Get the
to Philadelphia. Our
APU
flight
started.
time will be roughly 2 hours. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Alright, checking our flight plan here. There is definitely some things we need to fix. For sure. Alright, so Jacksonville, we have a manual, like a vector's coming out of Jacksonville. Then we go to Giggles. That's a funny name for a waypoint, Giggles. Giggles, and it will continue. Everything else looks fine from there until we get to here. Let's go ahead and pop this out, and we'll kind of zoom in on this. Yeah, so we don't want to do this extra bit, right? So it looks like we kind of zoom in a little bit. Oh my god. Bro, freaking cover your mouth. So let's continue here. Alright, so right here's the issue. So DQO. We don't want to go to Ernie. Ernie is going to be out of the way. So we're going to get rid of Ernie. So basically it's going to be Weave or Wooder. Or actually, we don't even want to go to Weave. Either want to go straight to DQO. Let's go find DQO, which is here. Oh no, return. And we're basically going to delete everything after Jim. So clear. I don't want Wooder. I don't want Weave. I got my own hair. I don't want Ernie. I'm too old for that. And I don't want this discontinuity. Anything else to delete? There's still like a long line there. Do I have 2 DQOs? That's why I have 2. So Jim's DQO. No? We got rid of Ernie. Let's hit insert and see what that looks like. Okay, so we got Jim's and we got discontinuity. Let's get rid of that. And then insert. There we go. That's what we want. That's how we want our arrival to look. And again, I know you can always do this later on in the flight. You don't have to do it on the ground. I like to do it on the ground so that way we can hang out, we can chill on our cruise when we're hanging out. You know, so I get distracted so easy in the flight. We're just talking about different stuff, so I like to get it done beforehand. All right, that looks good to me now. We'll clear that out. Oops. And since we imported our flight plan from dispatch, it also should have updated our weights and stuff like that too. So let's go let's open up the new Toliss screen. Right here. Go to loading performance and we'll just hit apply. This is all the numbers we got from SimBrief already. It's already been set when we imported our flight plan. And we have our takeoff config, so 1 plus F. We can go over to, actually, let's go to init first. Let's double check these numbers here. All right, so 0 fuel, let's make sure that is actually what it's supposed to be. 124.2 and 29.3, if that's correct. Now we'll go to perf and we grab our V-speed. So 138, 138, and 141. Oops. 138. 141. Boom. Transition altitude in the United States is always 18,000. It says entry out of range. I'm not sure why it says that. Flaps 1/ up 0.4. So up 0.4. That's going to go right here. And then our flex today will be 73. There we go. And next, 209 for our clean climb speed there, or preset climb speed. And the rest of it looked good. So Jacksonville 08, packs on, flex, takeoff, and ground services, all good to go there. Let's go ahead and close that out. Go through it, double check. I believe we're good to go. We can request our wins if you like. There's already 250 units sold of the FCU. Sweet. It's gonna sell out quick. Yeah, seriously. I mean, again, $99 for what you get is a freaking steal. I'm dead serious. I really mean that. Most devices like that are gonna cost you at least $300. So the fact that you're gonna get it for $99 for the day one Kickstarter is like, come on. The only thing I will say is the downside, and I will warn you, is that they have not mentioned when they're going to actually fulfill these orders. So again, be cautious. You know, ask around. If you don't believe me, ask a few other people that you might trust more than me. But yeah, just warning you. There's a few unknowns there. We don't know the release date. We don't know when they're going to start shipping. But it is definitely a good price from what I see, what it does. So all right, this all looks good to me. We're good in the MCDU. We'll keep that discontinuity until we get in the air. We'll close that out. If we want, we can go ahead and grab our chart here, KJAX. How do we wheel spin it? I don't know how to do that. I'm down to do a wheel spin for her name. I just don't know how to wheel spin. I don't have a way in the stream to do that. So runway 8 is over here. We're there. We'll push back into the alley and taxi back out that way via Alpha. That is the plan. All right, APU should be almost done. I guess I didn't completely start it. Whoops. Whoopsie. Where's my APU? It's almost sold out? Are you serious? How many are they offering? It is sold out. Oh my god. Let me see. Let me go to the website. Yeah, pre-order, let's see. Yes, I know that the Kickstarter lasts for 30 days, but the price, the $99 price, is only for today, only for one day, 24 hours starting now. I don't see where you're seeing that it's sold out, though. Because I can buy one right now. November this year? Okay, copy. Alright guys, let's get ready to push back. APU should be up. Yep, and Avail, APU bleeds coming on. External power clicking off. And go ahead and disconnect the power and air for me down there on the ground crew. Appreciate that very much. Let's go ahead and get the beacon light on. And, oh, hold on, one more thing. We need fuel. There we go. And we'll get Mr. Pushback driver out here for the pushback, better pushback, pre-plan. Now, I like this parking spot because I want to show you guys. I mean, technically you could push back just like this, I guess. Yeah, you could. But sometimes what you'll do is you'll push the aircraft like this way first, like this way, and then flip it around this way. So in our case, we don't need to do that. I thought we might have to, but we don't. We got plenty of space to push back just 90 degrees there, so we'll do that. Make it easy on the ground crew. So push back right there.
All right, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Bro, this thing may be selling out in the first, what time is it? 10 minutes. If it's only been live for 10 minutes to buy the mini FCU. So if it sells out in the first 10 minutes, that's going to be impressive. I don't know if people know this, but the Turtle Beach, the original Turtle Beach flight controls sold out in like, what was it, like 30 minutes or something like that? I can't remember. It was quick. It was so fast. And you have to wait for the next batch to come available. All right, are we all ready to go? I'm getting distracted. 39,000 feet is our cruise level, so we'll set that here. 39,000. The weather currently in Jacksonville, Florida is information. Weather is 080 at 13 knots. That's why you're hearing the windy sound when we go outside. Visibility is clear, scattered at 2400, broken at 10,000, broken at 25,000. All temperature is 29er, dew point 21. All altimeter is 29er. So let's go ahead and drop that in. Alright, well, you heard Walking Fruit. If you're interested, buy it now, or you might not be able to buy one until November. Alright. Is he ready? What did he say? I think he's ready. Let's get the squawk code in here. Squawk Charlie. Lock that door. Integrity the lighting. I can't click on that, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Alright, brakes. Release, clear to push. Tail left. Whenever you're ready. Lee, trying to place an order won't let you? Shoot, I might not even need to post a video after this is over because it might be sold out by the time I get my video out. For real. I'm trying to find out if he's ready down there. Where's my plane? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. There it is. There's my plane. Oh, you know what? I didn't call the pushback. I just told him to pre-plan.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Duh. Alright, well, at least the chocks are still on. And it is common for the pilot to turn the parking brake off if the chocks are on. Yeah, I feel you, Merc. I feel you, man. My biggest question about it, I still have questions about it. My biggest question is, does it work with other planes that are not A320s? Because, I mean, you could use the same autopilot system. You know, it's basically an autopilot panel. It's basically what it is. So, like, can you use that for a Boeing, you know? That's what I want to know.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed. We're ready to connect.
And AP was loud, as it should be, because it's really loud in real life. Alright, so guys, we're ready to push. AP bleeds on, beacon lights are all on, jet bridge is disconnected. The pushback truck is connecting to us now. And I cannot wait to hear this thing start up. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, I really feel bad for the people who are going to see my video. Because I'm going to be like, I'm sorry, it's sold out. What do you guys think, though, about Jacksonville?
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
The airport looks pretty solid.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
All right, we're going to do start up from outside.
When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and fastened to the metal fitting point number. Tighten the pulling seatbelt lift up the portion of the and then the seatbelt light is not on, just the seatbelt fasten. There are several emergency exits on the aircraft. Familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft. Please refer to the safety card in the inside cockpit. Just in case there's an emergency, please evacuate the aircraft. There are lights on the floor to evacuate. mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose.
Did I miss something?
Secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the strap
Is it
to
starting?
very and breathe normally. Although the bag is not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask.
So Thornston, welcome to the stream. Yep, it's starting.
Secure your mask first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you to retain your position. In the event that the pilot decides to use his first laminated fashionable life vest is located in a pouch underneath or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle up the front. Pull the straps tight. To replace the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Alright, brake set. Clear disconnect. Show us the pin.
If necessary, disconnect.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. You securely stow your personal
I'm trying to figure out the engine actually finished starting. It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I guess it is. It's good. It's just idle. Alright, starting engine 2. It's not particularly cold in Florida. It's
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the
Yeah.
left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
84 degrees Fahrenheit, 29 degrees Celsius, so it's not cold. But you're right, it does take a bit of time when it's cold. Is it starting? That's what I'm... Yeah, okay, it is starting. E3. Hilarious. Shout out to XP, man. I know he's doing good. I think he might be watching in the background. Alright, so I think we got 2 engines up. Almost. Engine 2 is still spooling up. There it is. It's now avail, which means it's spooled up, it's ready to go, it's good. So we go ahead and kill the APU. And APU bleed. And let's get some flaps. Beautiful. We are ready to... Are we ready to taxi? Yeah, APU avail. Yeah, ready to taxi. We are ready to taxi. Do a quick flight control check. Make sure my controls are plugged in. That's very important. Don't forget the flight control checks. Alright, toe brakes working as well. Beautiful. Love it. As you can see, guys, we're using the Thrustmaster TCA Captain Pack, joystick, and throttle. So, like, you know, I'm half and half. I love myself some Airbus, and I love myself some Boeing. I know, Mikey, we were just talking about it last night, how you're all Boeing, my friend. If it ain't Boeing, you ain't going. That's what they say, right? For me, I don't really have a preference, per se. Arm, the spoilers, flaps are set. Put that back in the center. And get our taxi lights on. Runway turn off lights on. Guys, we are headed to Philadelphia. Brakes released for taxiing. We'll say goodbye. Actually, this is a bit of an issue. Look at this. Captain Lee, you might want to look at this, man. This texture is a bit weird out here. It's over by, we pushed back out of, I think it was gate Alpha 2, I believe. Wait, what? Is that guy down there? No, are we not moving? Oh, brake's still on. Alright, now we can go. Alright, let's go to takeoff config here. Flight control, pitch trim, MCDU, CD disagree. Alright, we'll fix that in a second. The website crashed? Oh my god. Alright guys, we are headed over to runway 08. And we'll just kind of taxi right around the terminal. Yeah, we'll go this way. There's Jacksonville. So big shout out to FS Designs and Captain Lee. I know they've been working really hard on this airport. We've been waiting a long time, man, for a payware or even just a high quality version of Jacksonville International Airport on any simulator. So it's good to see it finally make its way into X-Plane. I know Prepared 3D had it, from what I understand, but on the X-Plane side of things, we have not had a good high quality version of Jacksonville. So I'm really impressed by FS Designs, definitely stepping it up. It's definitely a huge step up from their last project they did, which was Pensacola, I believe. So I'm thinking they're in the right direction with quality. Every airport's getting better. It also has all the X-Plane 12 effects, like the rain effects on the ground, which is something I'm really big with. It's like, hey, if it don't have the rain effects and it's not X-Plane 12, like don't even talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why would you make scenery in X-Plane 12 today that doesn't take advantage of all the X-Plane 12 features? That doesn't make any sense. So it's good to see that Captain Lee and FS Designs are actually paying attention to that. I am seeing a few issues here on the ground textures. Again, this is a pre-release version, so we don't have a date for when this scenery is coming out just yet. They're doing some final touch-ups, and me flying it today is kind of like, you know, I'm just going to give my feedback on some of the things that I see, some of the issues that I see. So if you guys in chat see any problems as well, like these here on the edges are a bit off, that doesn't seem right. If you guys in chat see anything, definitely call it out. Captain Lee is here in the chat right now, taking your feedback as well. There is a non-grass version and a non-static aircraft version for those who are not a fan of like the grassy look here, or maybe it might hurt your frames. You know, whatever reason you may have, it's there for that. Captain Lee says, "Fun fact: it's already fixed." Nice. And Pensacola is also getting it updated to match the standard of Jacksonville. That's good, because Jacksonville has a interior of the terminal, which is a first for them, which is good. Let's go ahead and check our speed brakes here, make sure they're working. Yeah, they're good. And let's get us a drive-by. It might be a little loud, so watch your ears. Yeah, man, it's good to see somebody still dedicating time to making quality X-Plane scenery. For all those people who are actually flying X-Planes still, we got to get some scenery, man. We do. We got to have our scenery. All right, we're going the right way. All right, it's going to be a right turn here, and that's runway 8. All right, guys, we are ready to go. Strobe lights on. Land lights on, and nose lights on for takeoff. Overhead all looks good. We do still have that ECAM message. Go ahead and review that before we take off. Actually, I've had enough issues on takeoff lately. I want to make sure I don't have any errors before we go. Let's go ahead and set our brakes here so we can pay attention. Let's see, what is this asking us to do? Flight control, pitch trim, MCDU, CG is wrong or something like that. Let's go to initial. Is it initial? No. Perf page. There it is. 1+04. Yeah, flaps are set. Where is the trim at? In the Airbus. What up, James? Good to see you, my friend. Tony, welcome aboard as well. Good to see you. Oops, that's not what I want to do. It says flight control, pitch trim, MCDU/CG disagree. Why does it say that? Uh-oh, are we in the envelope? Are we overweight? Hit the flight control button. Flight control, flight control. There we go. Alright, so trim. Here, pitch trim says 0, 0. How do I change that? Wait, do I not have a button for trim? Hold on a second. Let's go to our flight controls. It's interesting that it shows that 'cause I'm not actually using that. Sight stick. No, we want trim down and trim up. Is it raining? Trim up. Done. There we go, now I can move it. Okay, cool. Alright, so what was our actual pitch trim? 0.4 up. So let's go ahead and set the 0.4 up. And there we go. So that's why I had the issue, because I don't even have that mapped. So spoilers are not armed because we were messing with them. So let's arm them. All right, all green, no blue. Takeoff config. Okay, beautiful. Thank you guys. Thank you chat for the help as always. Landing lights are all on. Final, clear, runway, clear. Let's get it. I have been looking forward to a Jacksonville scenery. We're gonna have to do another flight here sometime soon, because one of the things that I remember about Jacksonville is the tree line flying in. Look at that tree line out there. That's pretty freaking crazy. All right, we're on the runway 08. Sweet. All right, hold it there. It's a decent lineup. And we're doing a flex takeoff. It's gonna be flexing. Let me get some flexes in the chat. All right, throttle set, power set, and airspeed is alive. Let's go. At 80 knots. V1 rotates. And positive rate gear is below. Bro, all the trees you placed around the airport are pretty it's so many trees. It's like Jacksonville's in a freaking forest. What is that? Why is that popping up over there? Alright, we're airborne. We're passing 180 knots, passing 1,500 feet. Still my controls. Sorry for the loud sound there. Alright, throttle back to throttle lever climb mode. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and jump to here and go to flight plan and go direct to giggles. Giggity, giggity. Insert there. Boom. Roll to the left. Very nice. I gotta find out how to turn it off. I don't know why I'm getting these icons. Alright, flaps up. Yeah, so many trees. I love the amount of trees that were surrounding Jacksonville. It really kind of gives you like a sense of like height and distance. Like it just, I don't know, having that scale of trees kind of just gives you another like dimension in a way. Alright, I'm gonna roll out here. Let's go and pitch up. We're a little fast. James Johnson representing Crystal River, Florida. Nice, man. Well, so welcome to the stream. I don't know how far we are from where you are, but we'll wave at you and fly over. Alright, passing 4,500. One last look at Jacksonville off on our On our wing, look at all that. Just surrounded by forests and marsh and river. What's up, Sam? Sammy, welcome aboard. It's a flight sim, so we're still flying it. Not gonna let the aircraft have all the fun. We'll probably fly to at least 10,000 feet when we get through these clouds. That's crazy. If you don't know what we're talking about in chat, there is a new mini FCU. This thing right here, where it says 209, 39,000. This panel is being sold for X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim currently on its day one Kickstarter campaign. Apparently there's limited stock and it's on sale for $99. Full price is $250, and apparently there's only how many did you say? 5 left. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, you might want to jump on that minifcu.com. Alright, coming up on 10,000 feet here. Flying through X-Plane 12's clouds. What do you guys think of these clouds? Getting great FPS right now. And I pressed something that turned these icons on. I gotta figure out how to turn them off. I'm not sure if it's after traffic global, probably. Alright, there's 11,000. Sounds good, Lee. Sounds good, man. But again, big shout out, since we're just departing out of Jacksonville, again, big thank you and shout out to Captain Lee and FS Designs for letting me test out the new Jacksonville scenery coming to X-Plane 11 and 12. Looking forward to seeing how it progresses, and hopefully the community enjoy it as much as I have flying out of it today. Alright, we are looking okay, passing 13,000 feet now. We'll set up to manage speed, we'll point the nose down, gain some speed as we're going through the clouds. I still have control of the aircraft, I'm still flying it by hand. Alright, point the nose up just a little bit more. There we go, we're right on the flight director. And we'll fly until we get above the clouds. Once we get above these clouds, we'll give way to the autopilot. But I mean, honestly, I can be hands off because of the fly-by-wire controls. MD10, welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and turn the sound down because it's just vacuum from here on out. It's just vacuum sounds from now on. How do I turn that off? And can anybody do me a favor in chat? How do you turn off the name tags for traffic global? I think it's an F key. I think it's like F5 or F6. I don't want to press the wrong one. Matter of fact, I'll Google it because I don't want any trolls coming here saying Alt F4 or something, something like that. I know it's a pretty easy command. I just can't remember what it is. Let's see, traffic global, name tag or something like that. Here it goes. It is, what's the button? Alright, autopilot on. And we up here, baby. You bound yours to the key on the keyboard? There's a default binding, but I tend to hit it on accident, and I gotta find out what it's actually supposed to be. Because I didn't change it. Mine is whatever default is. I didn't care enough to mess with that. I'm gonna bring that sound down a little bit more. We'll bring some music back in as we're cruising. What is our flight time here? We're looking at... Do I have a flight time? Sim Toolkit Pro? No, not today. Ah, oh, you suck. You didn't give me an ETE, homie? Alright, well, Pack X will give me an ETE in a second. This is why I stopped using SimToolKit Pro recently, because it was giving me problems where it doesn't give me, like, it doesn't track my flight and this and that. Don't know why. And I started using Volanta for the past few streams. And then it started working again. SimToolKit Pro started working again. So I went back to SimToolKit Pro, and now I updated it today. And it no longer is tracking my flight correctly. I don't know why. So it says insert key. That's what it is. There it is. They're gone. SM Rail Productions, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yep, there it is. James Ryan with the Alt F4. How about you press Alt F4? No, don't do that, because then you'll leave the stream. Baird Morley, welcome aboard. We are on Vatsim, yes, but there is no ATC at the moment, so you're not going to hear anybody talking unless there happens to be anybody around. Let's go standard as we're passing 21,000 feet, both on the left and on the right. Autopilot is fully in control of the aircraft. I'll go down to our FMC here, and we'll get the progress page up on the right. Or no, it's the perf page. There we go. And we'll swap this over to like pressure or something, or fuel. Fuel's good. What is Ultra GFX? That is Ultra Graphics. That just means that my graphics settings are maxed out in X-Plane. So if you're wondering what X-Plane 12 looks like with Ultra Graphics, this is it. Only in 1080p. So that's what the clouds look like for me on my sim. It could vary probably on your sim too. But I don't know, man. To me, that looked pretty darn good. To me. I'm pretty satisfied with this view right here. You're new to Microsoft Flight Sim PC World. Do you need to know how to talk to ATC to play on Vatsim? Yes, yes you do. It's not hard to find resources to learn. I'll say that. I'm not gonna say it's easy to learn, because if you've never learned to talk to air traffic control before, then it may be very new to you. It's a whole new language in a way. But it can be done. All you need to do is watch some Vatsim tutorials. It'll teach you exactly what it is you need to say, when you need to say it, and all that stuff like that. So I recommend you do that, because I think Vatsim is very satisfying, especially if you fly like on the weekends or during busy time periods where there's a lot of traffic flying around, a lot of air traffic controls. You get to talk to people online. It's pretty cool, man. I love it. I always fly on Vatsim whether I have controllers or not. There's always controllers on, just in different parts of the world. So right now where we're at in Florida, there's no ATC at the moment, but Jacksonville is a very common place to have ATC. Like, I feel like almost every time, except for now because we're flying here, of course. So it feels like almost every time I hop on Vatsim in the United States, Jacksonville or Florida, one of those guys are on. So I think right now in the US, the only people I see on is Roanoke and Austin, which is surprising. It's a very slow day today on Vatsim, at least right now. We're headed to Philadelphia, and currently there's no ATC at the moment, but you know that could change at any time. You think it'd be easier to use a chat module for Vatsim than using a mic? Now, I think what it is that you're recommending is you would like a chat module that has all of the responses and stuff like that for you. Kind of like, some of you may or may not be familiar with a game called Infinite Flight on mobile. The way that they do it is that there are real people on both sides, except you don't talk on the microphone. ATC can send you a certain amount of messages, and they'll send it to you, and you can only reply the stuff that's relevant to the message they sent you. That's not a bad idea, but it's a robot. It's just much more easier. I don't want to say easier, but it's much more realistic to do it by voice. You know, I wouldn't mind having an option like that. I don't think that's a bad idea for some people who may be mic shy or have an impairment where they can't speak for whatever reason, to be able to have the option to reply via like a drop-down menu. Like if ATC says, hey, turn right heading 054, have a drop-down menu that says, all right, turn right, and then put the heading, what you want to do. I think that's a good idea for accessibility reasons. But nothing beats being on mic, because there's some scenarios where you need to speak up and say what it is you need to do, because sometimes you can't explain it by something by default, right? There's so many different scenarios you can be in when flying. Most of the time it's the same stuff, IFR clearance, pushback clearance, taxi out, takeoff clearance, you know, contact departure, contact center, contact approach, and then contact tower, and then ground again. Like, that's usually the same kind of thing. But typing it out is really hard for me, because right now on Vatsim you can type it out. Let's go to outside view. Right now on Vatsim you can, let's get it turned down. You can type out your response instead. It's not recommended, but it's something that you can do, right? If you need to. And so, but the thing with me, with typing it out, my problem is the fact that I'm busy flying. I don't have time, or I can't like go away and type on my keyboard. It slows down the whole process. That makes sense? How long did it take me to learn to talk to ATC? Probably a couple months. The way that happened with me was I was at the time a part of a virtual airline, and in the virtual airline, in order to be approved to fly on Vatsim with the airline's call sign, because the airline I was in had their own call sign for Vatsim. In order to fly on Vatsim, you had to go through their Vatsim training. So they had this whole little thing that they did, which was cool. That's how I learned, and it was helpful. I did a Vatsim check ride and everything. So that's not something you can get everywhere. I don't know who does that now, but I know the Vatsim on their website, they have resources for you to learn to talk. There's plenty of YouTubers with YouTube videos that teach you how to talk to ATC, and I think that's the best way to do it now. And then after that, just go out there and practice. Go out there and fly. Go out there and get used to it. You got to learn your alphabet: Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, blah, blah, blah. And you can learn that by going down and looking at a list, or by hearing it. It's good. It's a good idea as well when you're learning to talk to ATC to just listen to ATC, to get used to the comms. Try to interpolate what it is that they're saying. I think that's a good one to do. It helped me a lot by watching other live streams, hearing them get IFR clearances, stuff like that. I know that Pilot Edge, which is basically the paid version of Vatsim, is not Vatsim, in no way associated, but it's another multiplayer ATC network that's paid. It's a bit more professional, a bit more realistic, and a lot more strict. And that one is to a T to the real world rules. And they have a whole IFR program you can go through that's technically free if you do their free trial. And it teaches you how to get IFR clearance, what to say, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I definitely recommend you go through that as well. I'm hoping to return to Vatsim sometime, not Vatsim, Pilot Edge sometime soon. Yeah, I agree with you, Jet Kid. Get on the mic, make mistakes. It might be a little embarrassing. I understand. I completely get it. I still make mistakes to this day on Vatsim and on the radio. But that's how you learn. You learn by making mistakes. And the good thing about Vatsim is in most cases, controllers are very friendly and they're willing to work with you. What I recommend, if you're just learning to get into Vatsim, if you're not confident yet, do not go fly at some big Vatsim event. And this includes, don't go fly with some live streamer who has like 50 people flying with them either on Vatsim. I'm nothing against the live streamer. I'm just saying, that's not the best environment for you, because you're gonna get in there and you're gonna be nervous, and there's gonna be a lot of high expectations from you from the controller, right? Because he's gonna be giving you a clearance. He's already busy. If he's busy and he's stressed out, he don't have time to try to coach you and teach you and what you're supposed to say and correct you. Now, he may still correct you, but it's just gonna frustrate him more because he's already busy. So what I recommend, if you're just getting into Vatsim, if you're just getting into talking to ATC, is go somewhere that's not busy at all. Like maybe there's only 3 to 5 planes in the area that he's controlling, and go through there and get an IFR clearance. If you want to do VFR, VFR is something else you need to learn if you fly VFR. That's actually fixed now, thankfully. So yeah, just go in there, practice when it's not busy somewhere. Doesn't matter what airport, just make sure they're not very busy. And that way it's less stressful for you and the controller. And the controller is more likely to give you a break and help you out a little bit too. You made that mistake a couple years ago, Merc. Yeah, man, I know. That's the thing, man, is you see live streams, videos of people, talking to ATC, and you're excited. You got Vatsim installed. You're like, yeah, let's go. And you just go in there and just dive in, and it's not the best way to do it, because you're gonna frustrate yourself, and you're gonna frustrate the controller. And a lot of times what happens is you may be just so frustrated and disappointed in yourself and so let down that you just give up on Vatsim all in all, and you don't want that to happen. Vatsim is so much fun. Well, I should say, flying with ATC in your simulator is so much fun. It's so nice. It adds an additional layer to the realism and simulation to your flight. It's like what we're doing right now is fun. I enjoy flying, just going, flying, chilling, talking to people. But if you add on top of that, ATC adds another layer of enjoyment. And some people only exclusively fly with ATC. And I get it, because when you do it, it's so much fun. It's hard to go back. So sadly, one thing that I personally don't do, I don't chase controllers. The way Vatsim works is everybody who controls on Vatsim are all volunteers. Nobody's getting paid for anything, so they can jump on whenever they want. So you may see them on for an hour, you might see them on for 2 hours. A lot of times you see controllers hop on just to control for their friends, and then they'll hop off. And so if you go and be like, all right, let's see, Birmingham, Alabama tower is online. They have ATC. I'm gonna go over there because they have ATC. You go to Birmingham, Alabama. You set up a whole flight plan. You jump in the aircraft. You get your aircraft set up, and then they're like, "All right, all stations. Birmingham tower is closed." And you're like, "What the?" And that when I first started doing Vatsim, that happened to me all the freaking time. I was like, "All right, let's go look at the Vatsim map. Let's see who's online. We'll go fly out of their airspace." And then I do that, and then I get disappointed, right? And so nothing against you doing that, because a lot of times these controllers do have a schedule posted on their website, wherever the heck that is. So I don't even know where to find these people, but apparently they post their schedules on there sometimes. So you may be able to be like, all right, well, there's an event happening, or that they're going to be on this period of time, and that way you can kind of plan around that. That makes sense. I wasn't doing that. I was just showing up. And so for live streams, because I have a certain time that I live, there's no guarantee there's going to be ATC where I'm flying there. If there's there, it's a bonus. Michael Medley is in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Yes, another big thing about ATC is not just knowing how to talk to ATC, but also knowing the aircraft you're flying. That's basically half of it. Half of it is knowing what to say. The other half is knowing how to fly the plane. The last thing you want to do on Vatsim or Pilot Edge or any ATC network is hopping on there and not knowing how to fly the plane. You don't want the plane to be out of control, because he's like, all right, turn right heading 025, and then 5 minutes later he's like, what are you doing? It's like, know your plane. Know your plane. Look at that view. That's nice. Mike, we got some good news. All right, what is it? What you got, man? It's a good day for some good news. Again, Jet Kid, I'm not condoning that. There's nothing wrong with chasing ATC. That's part of the fun in a way, because if you see ATCs on in like China, you're like, huh, I never thought about flying in China, but they have full coverage right now in ATC. I'm gonna go fly in China. Nothing wrong with that. I think it's definitely gives you some opens your boundaries of where you can fly. I think that's cool. So nothing wrong with chasing ATC. It just, for me as doing YouTube videos and live streams, I can't depend on them being online. And I've also been burned so many times. I'm like, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. You got your license? Which one, Michael? The private pilot license? The name for the attendant is Gabby. All right, there it is, Emily. We'll name the flight attendant Gabby for this flight. Today's lead flight attendant is Gabby. Cool, thank you. Exactly, Jet Kid. You get online, you follow flight plan, you're ready to go, and station closes. It's so upsetting. So upsetting. Because, with these planes, we do a lot to get them set up, So it's quite annoying. All right, how are we doing on our flight time? Because SimToolkit Pro doesn't want to tell us. Let's see what PackX says. How far out are we? I know we added an extra 15-minute buffer to PackX. Open IFE. Is that here? Is this going to tell me how far we are? ETA. All right, so far, passengers are 100% satisfied. That's good. It gives me ETA, but not an ETE, and I don't like doing math. I would guess we're like an hour, hour and a half away. We're currently flying over South Carolina. I can't see it because it's all under the clouds. We're currently flying over South Carolina. We weren't in Florida very long. Jacksonville is very northwest of Florida. Driver's license. Well, man, freaking congrats, man. Congrats. Now you are free. Now you can go and drive anywhere you want. That's amazing. That's a big deal. You know how excited I was when I first got my driver's license? I was also very nervous. Somehow I was able to get a driver's license, though, without taking an actual test, like a driving test. And I'm not a bad driver today, but I also do racing sims and driving sims, so I think it helps my driving skills a little bit. A little bit. Yep, average East Coast weather. But yeah, man, congrats, Michael, on getting your license, man. That's cool. Next, gotta get your pilot license if you want one of those. Alright, we'd never turn the land lights off. I forgot. Alright, land lights off, wing lights off. Seatbelt signs off. Got a nice smooth ride, guys. We are cruising at 39,000 feet on our way to Philadelphia. Just took off out of Jacksonville, the new Jacksonville by FS Designs. Clouds looking pretty darn good out there. I saw an update, an update post that X-Plane 12 has a pretty intensive roadmap as far as what they want to update in the near future. So like the clouds are supposed to be getting another pass. The clouds are supposed to be getting much better. We'll have to wait till we see it to see. This is not the Phoenix. This is the Toliss A320neo on X-Plane 12. I don't know what else they're changing. That's the only thing that really stood out to me was the clouds. To be honest, I didn't really pay much attention to the rest of the thing. You get black screen every time you open up X-Plane 12. Yeah, that's a problem, man. You got to find out what's causing it. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, man, that's the thing, bro. I personally have so many issues with both flight simulators, whether it be X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Sim, and it's so frustrating. And all I have to say to you guys is welcome to PC flight simming. That's the thing. Like, I'm not saying that X-Plane is perfect and Microsoft is perfect. Neither of them are perfect. Both of them are very imperfect. And when you play the games, like on an Xbox, which also I think has some crashing issues too. But when you play them like vanilla with no mods, no plugins, you have a higher chance of not getting any massive issues like crash to desktops, stutters, things like that. But the problem is, when you get on PC, the whole purpose of flight simming on PC, besides the flight sim itself, is to mod it. There's so many great third-party mods, free and paid, that of course you're gonna mod it. And so like me, for the most part, I try to keep my X-Plane pretty stock, pretty bare. I don't want to add too much because I personally think that X-Plane 12 doesn't really need a whole lot of mods. The airport sceneries by default are usually pretty solid, actually, which is surprising. We haven't had a flight sim with good like default scenery in forever, so it's nice to have airport scenery, decent airport scenery, not the ground textures. I'm talking about the airport, the actual terminal buildings and layouts, stuff like that. It's pretty decent. But one issue that we do have with X-Plane is the ground textures. And so if you get auto ortho, which I'm actually going to try out pretty soon, or you get ortho 4XP ortho, then that kind of fixes that problem. I don't personally have or want a cloud mod. I really don't. I'm trying to get away from that, because on X-Plane 11, I had a Frankenstein X-Plane 11. It was so modded, but I got it to a point where I actually liked it, and that's why I modded it so heavy. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to mod our flight sims to make them like either FPS friendly or look better or whatever it may be, and that is what's causing us to have all these performance issues, crashes, things like that. And again, I'm not saying you shouldn't mod it. I think you should. There's a lot more enjoyment to be had with mods, but I think that's where the problems are being caused at. And so what I try to do is I try to use as minimum stuff as possible that I can get my enjoyment and it looks good. Yeah, they do have to fix the anti-aliasing. That is a problem. I don't like how crispy crispy X-Plane is. X-Plane 12 at least. I thought X-Plane 11 was a lot smoother with the anti-aliasing, which is weird. Like, why would they go backwards with that? You know what I mean? Why would they go backwards? Look at that tail, man. What do you call this one? Chinook the Grey Wolf. I actually I got to service this exact aircraft multiple times when I was working for Frontier. And whenever we got this one, I think we mainly, every time I saw this one was at night, so I never got a really good photo of it. I might have a photo of it on my phone, but this was one of my favorites. I like this one, I like the Eagle one, and I like the, I think it's like a Bronco or something like that. Those are my favorite Frontier tails. All right, what's our speed right now? We're doing Mach 7.5. All right. Sweet. Yeah, cloudy, man. I can't get any of my scenery today. Can't see any of my scenery today. So what's the update, guys, on the mini FCU situation? Are there any left? How do you even know that there's... How are you keeping count of the numbers that were left earlier? Because last we checked, there was only 5 left. I don't see like a countdown or anything like that. It does allow me to go to the page to buy. So you could either just buy it early or you can pledge as well, it looks like, if you want to. But right now it's 60% off. By the way, there's also going to be coming a mini Ethos and mini Ecam 2 to be added onto it later on. This is pretty cool. So, and it looks pretty small. Like a decent size to fit on our desk. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Looking forward to that, man. I'm always excited about new hardware coming to Flight Sim. I'm always excited about new hardware coming to Flight Sim. Also, I'm pretty sure this is public now. Let me make sure, let me think about it. Yeah, it is public. Is it public? Yes, it's public. Thrustmaster has a new something coming out at Flight Sim Expo. I don't know what it is. I actually legit don't know what it is. But I know that Thrustmaster is announcing a new product at Flight Sim Expo this year, which is really exciting because last year they also last year, what was it? Last year, well, not exactly last year, but at the last expo, which was in San Diego, which was I think 2 years ago now, they announced the Thrustmaster TCA yoke, the Boeing yoke and throttle. That was announced at Flight Sim Expo in San Diego, so which was a huge deal. One of the benefits about going to Flight Sim Expo, if you haven't decided to go yet, again, you can use my code DLU to get 10% off your ticket. It's happening in just under a month from today in Houston, Texas. So definitely come out there and meet me and everyone else out there at Expo. It's gonna be huge. I think they're selling out of that too. I think that last time I checked, there was like only less than 200 tickets available to get in. So don't you know, if you're living in Houston, if you're local, don't expect to just show up at the door and get in because it might be limited. So yeah, be careful with that. So, but yeah, Thrustmaster, big announcement. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I'm excited though. To see what they do come out with hardware-wise. I'm obviously a big Thrustmaster fan. All my gear is Thrustmaster. You know what I mean? Like everything I got is Thrustmaster. So they have not really failed me yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they come out with. How are they going to change the game this year? And also, what about Turtle Beach, Honeycomb, these other people? What are they doing? I haven't heard much. I think Honeycomb has an announcement too of some sort. So looking forward to that at Flight Sim Expo. That's going to be all happening on the Friday of Flight Sim Expo. There's also... who else is having a announcement? I'm not sure if they're releasing their products at the Expo, but I know that they're at least announcing like their products and things like that. So looking forward to that. But again, one of the biggest benefits, in my opinion, and to go to Flight Sim Expo is that you get to actually get a hands-on on a variety of different types of products that you don't own or that you may be considering buying. And I mentioned this in our podcast that I bought the Honeycomb Bravo all because I went to Flight Sim Expo. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna test it out on one of the flight sims they have here at the expo and see if I actually like it. And I did. So I ended up buying it when I got home. And I think they actually had some in stock there too. So I mean, if you want to pack something in your bag, you might be able to buy some things on hand there as well. Do planes have horns? No, they don't have horns, and they don't have keys. That's a common question people have. But yeah, there's no horn in a plane. It's a great question though, Ant Will. Great question. Brian, you know what, bro? I am gonna ask him. I'm legit gonna ask, like, why didn't you include a fourth axis for the Boeing throttle like they did for the Airbus? I'm gonna ask him. I'm not kidding. Hold me to it. If I don't ask by the time you see me at Flight Sim Expo, just remind me and I'll ask him, like, hey, so why didn't you add a fourth axis to the Boeing throttle? Because it don't make no sense to me, to be honest with you. Because this one does. This one has 4 Can you see that? I don't know if I can pull it that far. Either way, it definitely needs it. It'd be nice to see them make a new version of that or something, because there's potential in that idea of making a Boeing branded throttle. That one is just not my favorite rendition of a throttle. It is smooth. It's very smooth. There is some great things to it, but I feel like it's just a slight miss. The ATR has a horn? No way, Jan. I don't believe you. You gotta prove it. Send me a video. Send me a video of an ATR with a horn. What would a plane horn sound like? I know we're getting like weird now, but what would a plane horn sound like? Like a train? Like a truck? No, I don't even want to think about that. That ruins my whole imagination of aircraft, having a horn. Like, no, absolutely not. I will strike against planes having horns. There is a ground crew button that makes a noise, yes, in the front end of the aircraft, but it's not like a horn. It's more or less like a annoying bell sound or something like that, or beeping. The Airbus has that too, I think, right? Don't it have? Or maybe I'm thinking about the Boeing. I think Boeing has a little ground crew button. There's actually a button on the bottom of the aircraft. If I'm correct, I believe there's a button on the bottom of the plane underneath the landing gear. Or no, it's where the APU plugs in. No, sorry, the GPU, where the GPU plugs in. I think there's a button you can press as a ground crew member to like kind of ding the cabin in a way. Not the whole cabin, just the pilots. Because sometimes they're busy, they're distracted, working on some stuff, getting briefings and stuff like that. They may not be paying attention. Man, it is legit overcast out here today, man. Yeah, it is smooth. The Boeing throttle is very smooth. Much more smooth than the Honeycomb. I agree. Much more smooth. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited about Flight Sim Expo. I am. The closer we get to it, the more excited I get. We're having a Boeing 747 after party on Saturday night. Invite only. By Thrustmaster. So Thrustmaster is throwing a Boeing 747 after party, I think in NASA, in an actual 747, and it's invite only. So definitely, I believe there's a way you can like get a ticket or something like that. It's not. I don't think you pay for a ticket. I think it's just you sign up, and I think they're gonna be doing like some kind of drawing or something like that. So random people actually get chosen to be invited or something like that. So definitely look into that. I'll be at that event. I'll also be at the Thrustmaster booth, not the entire weekend, but I'll be there off and on. We'll be doing meet and greets at the Thrustmaster booth. I'm working on getting a giveaway for you guys, like some I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I'm working on getting some goodies for you guys to take home with you from Expo, from me to you. So definitely, if you are gonna be at Flight Sim Expo, come by and say hi to me, and we can talk, take some photos, have any questions, or just chat. Again, like if you see, and I don't have to be at the booth to do that. If you just happen to see me anywhere at the event or around the event, and you want to say hi, just come up and say hi. To be honest, I don't want to offend anybody by thinking, hey, I don't recognize you, because I've never seen most of you guys' faces before. But you've seen mine, you see it now. So just keep that in mind. If I look at you and I just kind of look past you, it's not because I don't want to talk to you, I don't like you, it's because I don't know you. I don't know who you are, right? So yeah, come up and say hi, introduce yourself, and kick it, man. That's what Flight Sim Expo is all about, man. Just getting to know other flight simmers, and I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of people. Again, I'll be at the booth with Chewy and Captain Canada and Jeff Faviano, and we'll all be having a good time. I believe we'll also be live streaming from the event as well. So definitely come by. Maybe get a chance to watch me live stream live, which is going to be very awkward. It's going to be like having a bunch of people in my room watch me live stream. That would be very awkward. It is. It's going to be very awkward, but I'm looking forward to it. I understand MFTC3. I get it. But yeah, man, just stay tuned. There's gonna be a lot of content being posted around the event. If you can't make it there, I'm sure there'll be live streams. There'll be posts on Instagram, social media, stuff like that, updating you guys on what's going on. So it's just gonna be an exciting time. A lot of companies are going to be, announcing big releases, whether it be scenery projects, aircraft projects, first looks, hardware, stuff like that. Obviously, if you are there, you get to get a hands-on pretty much anything you could ever think of. Turtle Beach will be there, Honeycomb will be there, Thrustmaster will be there. Everybody you can think of is gonna be there. Freaking Microsoft Flight Sim themselves will be there. X-Plane will be there. The people who made P3D will be there. So it's gonna be some great stuff there, and a lot of virtual airlines will be there. A lot of the developers from planes that you fly yourself. I know Fly by Wire will be there. There's gonna be a lot of people there, man. It's gonna be a great event. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really invested because it's my hometown, So I don't get paid to promote this event. I don't get paid to, if you sign up with my link, I don't actually get anything for that, to be honest with you. If you use my code, I don't actually get anything. It just gives you a discount, which is better for you. But yeah, Captain Candy will be there. You didn't know? But yeah, so it's gonna be good, man. Because this is my hometown, I want to be good. I want to be successful. So I want as many people there as possible. It's gonna be in a freaking aviation museum. It's like, you can't get any better than that. So, Deuce Legend, I'm new here. No, you're not. Welcome back, bro. Good to see you. You can't sneak in here like we don't know you. You'd have to come in with a new name, because you're an OG. Like he been here longer than most people in chat right now, for sure. But yeah, last thing I'll say about Expo is I'm excited about obviously meeting all you guys in person, getting to talk Flight Sim, getting to hang out, getting to see some of the new hardware, getting to find out what's gonna be. Me, I'm big on Flight Sim hardware, on simulation hardware, racing sim or Flight Sim. So looking forward to see what's gonna be coming to the market here soon. Looking forward to it. I really am. Also, just want to kind of take a second to remind you people that if you don't know, we are currently in the middle of a Moza Racing giveaway. So if you don't know, we've partnered with Moza Racing on the Formula One World Tour. Make sure we're going in the right direction. Yeah, we are. And anyone who's joining us on the World Tour, which is the Formula One World Tour around the world, has a chance to win a free Moza R5 bundle. All you need to do is get, I think, 6,000 XP to be considered to win. So come through, check the website out for more info on that. Is there an after party? Yes, and we were just mentioning that. One of the after parties is the Thrustmaster one. I'm sure there'll probably be other ones too. Probably won't be the only one. I don't know if there's any after party on Friday. Again, Saturday there's an after party in the NASA Boeing 747 with Thrustmaster and me and everybody else. But then Sunday, I don't know what's going on Sunday afterwards. I'm sure there'll be other stuff. The way I see it is usually there's like kind of spontaneous gatherings and get-togethers, whether it be dinners. You know, you might meet a group of people who are like, hey man, like we've been hanging out the last hour. You want to come to dinner with us or go downtown or something like that? And that's what happened to me last time when I was in San Diego. I met a bunch of random people that I didn't know, and we were talking, and they were like, all right, we got to go. I want to go eat. You want to come with us? And I was like, why not? And we went to, not downtown, but we went to, I don't know, some area of town, and we went and got pizza or something, and found out later on they were all ATC Vatsim controllers. I was like, oh, cool. So it was fun. But it's a good time to meet some new people. So don't be afraid to just say hi to somebody, because most likely you're both aviation nerds and you're probably gonna get along. Do I have any free time after the stream today? I do not today. No, I don't. But Emily, you'll be very excited to know that we have a lot of DCS movement happening. I'm not yet going to announce what we have planned for DCS yet. But I have some big plans. All I'm going to say, Emily, is just keep your head, make sure you're in my DCS server, not my regular Blues game server. Make sure you're in my DCS server. Because we have some pretty big plans coming up for that. So it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. We just had a meeting yesterday about it, and it's going to be sick, man. So come through. Mikey knows what it is. Mikey knows what it is. We had somebody new come in. Derek Battle is in the house. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I don't know where you came from. If you're a train simmer, a flight simmer, a racing guy or girl. Thanks for coming out and riding along with us. Right now, we're currently flying between Jacksonville, Florida, and Philadelphia. What state is Philadelphia in? Pennsylvania. And we're probably like about halfway. I legit don't know how long the flight is. The thing that tells me my ETE is broken, so I don't have an ETE. I just know that our top of descent is in 240 miles. So do the math there. So right now we're just hanging out, we're chilling, we're talking. If you have any questions, send it. Derek Battle, Train Simulator, is it NC? Is that North Carolina? Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for watching my train sim content. Definitely there's more train sim videos and live streams coming as well. Lately I've been really busy. Honestly, lately I've been really overwhelmed with videos and producing videos that I haven't had a whole lot of time to do even live streams. So just be patient with me. I'm trying to get out as much content as fast as I can. So thank you guys for coming through however you got here. But yes, a lot of big things happening with DCS coming soon. Looking forward to that. Even more things coming with racing as well. I have some reviews coming out for racing, for Moza, and a lot happening in a lot of areas. It's hard to keep up with it all. It really is. But I'm very thankful and grateful to be in the position. Yeah, the DCS announcement's gonna be epic. I don't want to announce it yet because we're not ready. We're not ready to announce what it is. So it's gonna be big, man. Speaking of DCS though, I am looking forward to the F-15 Strike Eagle, and I will absolutely be flying it and live streaming it when it comes out. Trust me. Oh yes. I can't say. I'm not gonna say any more than that, Emily. I'm not gonna say any more than that. Just look forward to DCS coming soon. All I'm gonna say is practice. Like, get good. Like, for real, if you're in a DCS right now and you want to be a part of what we're about to do in DCS, just get good. That's the only thing that I can say to prepare you for what we're gonna do, is get good. That's it. That's all I can say. Oh man, straight to the point. I love it. Love it, love it. Yeah, man, the F-15's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. When I land, go get a cheesesteak. To be honest with you, I've been to Philadelphia before, and you don't need to leave the airport to get a Philadelphia cheesesteak. I don't know how if they compares. I don't know. Anybody from Philadelphia in the chat? Is a cheesesteak in the airport as good as a cheesesteak outside the airport in Philadelphia? Because I got to know. Did I have one? I believe I did. Because I felt when I went to Philadelphia last time, I was only connecting through Philly, and I was like, all right, well, I'm in Philadelphia. I can say now that I've been to Philadelphia. You know how it is. And I was like, I got to do some Philadelphia stuff, which I assume means cheesesteak. That's what they're known for whatever reason. Cheesesteak has never been my favorite sandwich, anywhere in the world. But I was like, I'll give it a try. Maybe there's something special about Philadelphia's cheesesteak. So I think I did have one. It wasn't. I think it might have been. I don't remember it, so it wasn't memorable. Whichever one I had. What is the best way to learn how to fly in Microsoft Flight Sim? Great question. Inside of Microsoft Flight Sim, there is a series of tutorials that teach you kind of the basic controls and how to fly. It's not this plane. It's like a smaller propeller plane, but that's what I recommend you start with, at least. At least get your controls set up. Learn what up is, what down is, what left is, what right is. You know what I mean? Before you jump into an airliner. But it does have some tutorials on how to fly the bigger jets. But honestly, you can only learn so much from within the simulator by yourself. What I recommend is start on the Flight Sim, start in Microsoft Flight Sim, use the in-game tutorials, and then go to YouTube and search specifically what it is you want to learn. So if it's a specific plane, like if you're really into this plane that I'm flying, which is an A320, like, all right, I want to fly an A320, which Microsoft Flight Sim does have. How do I fly this plane from start to finish? And you can find exactly that on YouTube. I'm not sure who makes that particular video, but it does exist. And that's the best way, in my opinion, to learn. This is YouTube, man. YouTube freaking University. That is the best way. Any game, man. YouTube University. Look at the clouds popping out. I hate that. Are you not me? I'll drop an invite to the DCS server. Hold on. For those who want to jump in, we're gonna be purging it soon. This is actually news to people who don't know, but we are gonna be purging that server soon, and kind of starting over. Not everybody's gonna get deleted, only people who are not active. So just make sure that you pay attention, because we're gonna post a message out, and if you do not react to that message, you'll get purged. So just FYI. Copy. Alright, there it is. That is the server. And Will, you got your master's from YouTube University. Me too, bro. Matter of fact, I'm still in the program. I'm still in the YouTube University program. I'm working on getting my master's. Trying to master everything, bro. Freaking learn to drive trains on YouTube, learn to fly planes on YouTube, and I learn to drive trucks and race. All that from YouTube, man. How difficult would I say it is to learn to fly in DCS? Not difficult. The flying part is not the difficult part in DCS. It's the systems. It's learning how to deploy weapons. That is the more difficult part. It's kind of like the equivalent in regular flight sim would be like learning to use a new FMC that you never used before, right? So like this thing here, learning to operate this, what this does, learning to operate it, set up GPS points, stuff like that. That's the main learning curve in DCS, because they're all still just planes. They're faster, but they're just planes. So the flying part, if you're already a flight simmer, that's not difficult. The difficult part is learning to use the targeting pod, learning to use laser guided bombs, stuff like that. And I don't want to say it's super hard. It's not that hard. There's, again, plenty of YouTube tutorials online, which again, YouTube University, you can go to learn. That's what I did. You know how many times I have watched the A10 Maverick tutorial? A ton. That's probably the video I've watched the most, because I step away from flight DCS and I forget, and I gotta learn it again. Skyhawk Simp Pilot, welcome back, man. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you? Can you make cloud trailers on any plane? What do you mean, Ant? Or you mean, can you rephrase that? You have been gone for so long, Skyhawk. What you been up to, man? You've been school, probably focused on school or something like that, which is not, I'm not gonna down you for that. That's a good reason to be gone. Let's get some cinematic shots going, man, and some music. There we go. Yeah. You have a friend who has a bachelor's degree, top of the class, YouTube University. Oh, sweet! You got your endorsement to fly this. What'd you say? This fall, bro. Congrats on that, man. It's a big deal. Big deal. Huge deal, man. Oh, the cloud lines. You're talking about the contrails, or some people call it chemtrails. These lines right here. Yeah, so these are default. Both in Microsoft Flight Sim and on X-Plane or any flight sim usually you fly. These are gonna happen somewhere, you know, above like 30,000 feet or so. You usually start seeing these lines appear. So it's not something you turn on. It's automatic. I don't like these. They look really dark. You would have thought X-Plane would fix that by now. That's been a problem since like the life of X-Plane, dark contrail lines. But yeah, that's how you get those. But yeah, huge congrats, Skyhawk, man. That's amazing, bro. I'm always excited to see other people getting there, starting their flight training, continuing their flight training, finishing their flight training, whatever it may be, man, or anything, man. I had a few people jump in here who start being real-world train engineers. Like they just started, which is pretty cool. Yes, chemtrails, like CHEM, like chemical. They're not really chemicals. They're just a name. It's just the name people give it. They're not really chemicals, though. It's literally just condensation. Deuce Legend, another big feat, just finally caught a 4090 Founders Edition at Best Buy yesterday. You can't wait to swap your 4080 out for it. I can't believe you found a 4090 in the wild. Like, you can barely get those things online. The fact you found one in a store blows my mind. That's crazy. That is crazy. Somebody keeps calling me from an unknown number, and you know, I don't answer those. I do not. Ever since I got a new house, like, I keep getting all these calls from numbers I don't recognize trying to sell me stuff. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna answer that. If you know me, if you need to get in contact with me, you text me first. All my friends in real life know that. If you actually want to talk to me from a number that's unknown, text me first. If I have your number and you call me or text me, I'll answer. But if I don't have your number, you call me or text me, I'm not gonna answer. It's that simple. And if you don't know that about me, then you don't know me, and I'm not talking to you. Huh, these ground textures look interesting. They're like cotton, or is that snow on that? Don't remember those. It's like little farms covered in cotton or snow. It might be cotton fields. Are those cotton fields? Because this is definitely not cold. So your first semester in your Part 141 flight school went easy. Now you start flying. So what did you do before? If you were in school for flight school, were you not flying before? Out of curiosity. Yeah, I'm actually I haven't really been talking about it much lately, but I'm hoping to start my flight training like real soon. I've been shopping around again. I have moved. The closest airport to me has changed now as far as flight schools go, and so I'm trying to find, you know, what flight schools are there at that airport, what instructors are there, what are the opportunities, what are the options, and yeah, I mean, it's not guaranteed, you know, life. The reason that I haven't got my license yet or haven't started my flight training is because just things kept getting in the way financially, I would say, because flight training is not cheap. But an opportunity may have presented itself recently that may allow me to actually get started finally with my flight training in real life. And so I'm hoping to get started. My goal is to get to at least find something by right after maybe Flight Sim Expo, possibly. So we'll see, man. Y'all be praying for me, seriously. Pray for me. Think, you know, just send me, you know what I mean? Send me your love, because something I really want to do, and I'm gonna do it no matter what. That's what I always say. That's what I'm gonna keep saying. I'm gonna do it. Doesn't matter how old I get. Doesn't matter how long it takes. I'm gonna do it. So I might have found my way in, and we'll see, man. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I'm gonna document the entire thing. I plan to record it. I already have GoPros. I already got the equipment that I need to record flying in a real plane for my discovery flight over a year ago. So yeah, man, looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Be challenging, but it's gonna be fun. You did meteorology, PPL ground school, aviation safety, and aviation regulations. Now that you passed those classes, you're good to take your knowledge test and start flying. That's interesting, the way that they lay that out, Skyhawk. Is that just a part 141 thing? They make you do all that extra stuff before you start? Like, I feel like right now, Skyhawk, like legit, based on what you just said, the stuff that you had to learn, like you're probably ready to go into other careers if for whatever reason you can't fly. Like, I feel like with the knowledge you have now, you can go do dispatch and start getting paid today. Or go be ATC and again start getting paid today. I don't know. Maybe consider it. I know that, you know, flying is what you want to do, but some people just don't know that there's other aviation careers out there besides being a pilot. Dispatch, ATC, travels by T. Hello, my friend, and you gotta go. All right, man. I'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by, saying hi. I appreciate it. Yes, Rod. I remember who you are this time, aka Data. I got your text, bro. I remember this time. I won't forget now since we had that conversation. Thank you, Travels. I'll see you next time, man. You graduate with 1,000 hours instead of 1,500. And true, yeah. So I mean, again, obviously, go with your plan A. Go with, you know, want to be a pilot, go for it. But I'm just saying, with all the stuff that sounds like you've learned, you could be a freaking dispatcher today, or a ATC. You could. There's a lot of jobs. You're already qualified for a lot of aviation jobs with what you know right now. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. And dispatch pays pretty good, and ATC pays pretty good too. So those are some two really good jobs. We're about 120 miles out from our top of descent, cruising towards Philadelphia currently. Over some cotton fields or something. I don't know what that is down there. I really don't. We're currently, though, we are in... do I know where we are? Because SimTokyo Pro is not tracking us. We are in North Carolina, about to pass over Virginia Beach and Norfolk. Let's go down and look for that. Yeah, I think up ahead is where Norfolk is, and Virginia Beach. I like this track right here. Probably can't even hear it. Yeah. Is it cotton fields for real? Yeah, it's North Carolina. Okay, cool. I thought something was wrong with my my ortho. I guess it is cotton fields. I didn't know you could see a cotton field from way up here, but I guess you have a lot of freaking cotton. It's just white. I've done cotton in farming sim. Not a whole lot of it. I just don't feel quite right picking cotton. So I usually do sugar beets, potatoes, corn, stuff like that. But it's crazy, man. Farming sim, you learn so much about farming and the machines that do it. And when you see the machines in real life, you're like, oh my god. They're massive. Skyhawk got it. Ant Wheel exclamation mark music in the chat. I have a Spotify playlist that I have put together based on Epidemic Music. Or Epidemic Sound, whichever it is. Epidemic Sounds. That's what I use for all my YouTube music. You have to have a subscription to them though to actually not get the copyright issues that come along with playing music. But Chopper Man. But yeah, oh my gosh, cotton. Yeah. The stream is like delayed, so I'm just now getting y'all's reaction to that comment from like 5 minutes ago. So I'm reliving that. But oh my god. Oh wait. Oh snap. Oh shoot. Hold on guys, I got a delivery. I think that's who was calling me. Oh no, we gotta hurry. I don't want them to leave. There's no way all that's cotton. There's freaking cotton in the city too? That's the airport down there. That's like, is it snowing? I hope they didn't leave because they sent that message like 8 minutes ago and the delivery is not here, nobody's there. Ladies and gentlemen, Norfolk. So we'll see. Hopefully they didn't leave. Like, forget it, man. It always happens. They always deliver stuff. Like, anytime like someone's supposed to come by the house, it's always during my live stream. And it's hard because I usually have these headphones on. I can't hear the door. Like, when I'm streaming, I'm zoned out. Did X-Plane 12 update their scenery to match what Microsoft Flight Sim has released? No, they did not. All this scenery here is just something I downloaded myself. It's called orthographic scenery. You can download it for free using Ortho 4 XP, or now you can use a new system called Auto Ortho, which will stream data to you. So that is yeah, that's right. I should just call him back, right? Let me just call him back. Duh, I'll just freaking call him back. Hold on. Nope. They're probably mad at me. I didn't answer the phone. They called me. How many times did they call me? 3 times. That's usually my limit too. If I call you, like, here's the thing. I have like, if I call you 1 time, you don't answer. All right, that's cool. I'll call you back later. If I call you 3 times in a row, it's a freaking emergency. That's how my brain works. So we'll see. We'll see if they come back. Hopefully they come back. Because I was expecting a package today. It's supposed to be a very big package. So obviously I'm pretty excited about that. And it's always cool to kind of get a package on the stream. I can kind of maybe show, maybe unbox something if I'm allowed to. Yeah, I agree. I think Microsoft Flight Sim does, out of the box with no mods, look much better than X-Plane. That is a fact. That is a fact. But I do actually disagree, Tony. And I know people have their reasons for saying this. And I don't think they're wrong. But I personally disagree that Microsoft Flight Sim is more of a game. I don't agree with that argument at all. Who says that realism has to be fake, you know, or be a game? Why can't we have both? Why can't I have realistic and eye candy in the same sim? Isn't that what we all want? If X-Plane looked better, would it be a game? I don't know. I know a lot of that has to come down to the flight model and stuff like that, but I think that I flew the Phoenix the other day and I was like, this feels good. Like, I know what the flight model is technically external. That's why they have that external program you run. But I don't know. It also depends on what you want, man, in a sim. But I enjoy both. I fly both. I will continue to fly both. Lots of great aircraft coming to both sims in the near future. You know, they had the big 777 coming to both sims. It's gonna be really interesting. We got Boeing 777, the heavy wide-body Boeing 777 coming to both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim by two different developers. And I mean, we're not gonna be able. It's gonna be so hard to not compare the two. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be so hard not to compare. And my guess is that they're gonna come out pretty close to each other. That's my guess. I hope not, because I honestly don't want to go out there and buy two of the same stupid plane on two different sims. That's what I don't want to do. That's one thing that I was hoping for when Microsoft Flight Sim came out. I was like, all right, well, I'm hoping Microsoft Flight Sim is just so good, so undeniably good that I can't go back to X-Plane. That's what I was kind of hoping. But, you know, Microsoft still falls short in many areas, but so does X-Plane. Oh, okay, now they're calling me. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, man, I feel a little bad. Any delivery drivers in chat? Anybody ever worked for Amazon or, you know, any of those delivery courier companies? Like, I know it probably sucks when you're trying to deliver something. For whatever reason, I don't know why I have to be here. Like, usually most of my packages show up and they'll sit at my door for a week if I let it. But this one particularly, just for whatever reason, I gotta be here and sign for it and stuff, I guess. So, came by, and I didn't answer, and so they left. Are we here? Are we live? Are we live? Say something in the chat so I know that that we're live, that we're breathing. Let me check YouTube here and see if we're still on. Because not sure what happened there. Seems like the internet cut out or something. It's working now. Drop me a airplane emoji in the chat if you can hear my voice as of right now, and that we're live and that you are not getting any choppiness or anything of that nature. Check. It is showing that we're not sending as many kilobits as we should be. And it is showing that we're dropping quite a lot of frames, which means that we must be buffering. Is it still choppy though for you guys? Let me know. So it seems like I may have got the stream back up, but I don't know that we actually fixed whatever the actual issue is. And I think the issue may be my internet. And my internet people are coming tomorrow because it's the exact issue. It's the exact same issue, I believe, last Friday, when the stream ended abruptly. And so I called my internet people, like, yo, y'all need to come out here and fix this. Alright, so you guys saying it's a bit choppy, but it is working. Alright, copy that. The good news is we still got a little bit of time before top of descent. So, that's a lie. We got to descend now.
All aboard!
What are we descending down to? 4,000. That works for me. Thank you, Xander Yahweh, for the subscription box to Blue Roy family. 4,000. Hit that button right there. We're descending, guys. We're at the top of the drop. Alright, Mike says no chop for him. Yeah, bro, the feds are here trying to take over. They're trying to hack the machine. I don't know what it is, bro. Yeah, it seems that I'm definitely not getting the best. Yeah. So I want, if you can hear me, we should be live. I don't know how much longer we're going to be live, but I just want you guys to know that I love you. And tell my mom I said hi. No, seriously. I don't know if we're gonna make it, guys. Stream wise, the sim is working fine, but the stream is not looking too good right now. So it might cut out. The stream might permanently end, and if it does, I will not be able to bring it back up, which really sucks because we're almost there. We've had some good talks, some great conversations. It's been a great flight so far. Been loving this flight from Jacksonville to Philadelphia. We're almost to Philadelphia. We're probably 15 minutes out. I just need my internet to work for 15 more minutes. The modem itself doesn't show any issues. It's not blinking. It's not doing anything crazy. It's just something's going on. So yeah, I'm losing Navigraph. All my applications now are losing connection. Navigraph is no longer working. YouTube itself is fluffing up. Yes, James, I understand it's going in and out. Yeah, I apologize for that, guys. I'm trying to fix some things here in the background. I don't know. I mean, could I restart the modem and not end the entire stream? Is that possible? I'm gonna have to try it. That's the worst case scenario, which we are at now, because you guys are getting horrible buffering, and that's not gonna be enjoyable for anyone to watch. So what I'm gonna do here, guys.